Good morning and welcome to St. Peter's College. I am Dr. Mary Lou Yam, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. It is an honor for me to serve as your host and welcome you to the official opening of the college's Center for Microplasma Science and Technology. The center is the first and only scientific and education entity dedicated to this field in the nation. Indeed, this launching is a proud milestone in the academic history of the college and for Jersey City, New Jersey. The center serves to organize national research efforts and is a clearinghouse for microplasma research activities. Examination of the collisional properties of plasma sources through research will generate knowledge and numerous applications, for example, related to drinking water purification, solventless paint removal, and high-altitude or high-speed combustion. Our students are exposed to national and international researchers. They gain knowledge in experimental and theoretical physics, particularly in microplasma science, and acquire advanced laboratory skill sets, all of which will equip them for graduate study and their future careers. As novice researchers, they are able to work and develop their projects under the mentorship of seasoned researchers and have the chance to present their findings at conferences and scientific competitions. Moreover, the center in the state of New Jersey functions as a meeting place for national conferences, workshops, and other educational events, including the Summer Institute for Microplasma Research and Technology. Investigators from around the nation will be coming to New Jersey to gather at the college to share their findings and develop solutions which will advance the science. The center also offers a Head Start program for high school students, in which the college reaches out to aspiring young scientists in our community and engages and attracts them to exciting careers in the sciences and technology. It is my belief that in the long term, our work at the center will yield great achievements in the generation and use of microplasma knowledge, in the promotion of excellence in science education, and its contribution to the betterment of the community and society. Together, let's savor this moment of accomplishment and look forward to the exciting future that it promises. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of St. Peter's College, Dr. Eugene J. Carnacchia.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. Welcome again to St. Peter's College. Today, we are extremely proud to officially open the doors of our much-anticipated Center for Microplasma Science and Technology. Here with us now are quite a few esteemed guests who have all played critical roles in ensuring that the CMST came to fruition. As you look around the room, you will find guests from a wide range of organizations. In addition to members of the Senate and House of Representatives, there are individuals from our local government, from the Mayor's Office, Health and Human Resources, Housing and Economic Development. We see members of the higher education and research communities from Polytechnic Institute of New York University, Drexel University, the Princeton Plasma Physics Lab, the Association of Independent Colleges and Universities, and of course, members of the St. Peter's College family. Also in attendance are associates from the business community, including the Hudson County Chamber of Commerce and the Jersey City Economic Development Team. All of you have played a role to help us establish this national hub for research. This is a true testament to just how important the CMST is to education and research, as well as to New Jersey's economy and the future of the Garden State. Today, not only do we open up a world of opportunities for our students, we open up St. Peter's College to a level of national and international recognition, keeping the college, the city, the state, and our nation at the cutting edge of science and technology research. Thank you for being here today, and once again, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you. Our first guest developed parametric design tools for advanced armor and survivability systems, which remain in use today. He has performed research advancing the state-of-the-art in both high-power microwave sources and high-performance computational models of electromagnetic devices, for which he and his colleagues were honored with the Air Force's Advanced Technology Development Award. A scientist, a senior nuclear engineer, and a researcher, Dr. John Lugansland currently serves as program manager of the Plasma and Electro-Energetic Physics program of the Department of Defense's Air Force of Scientific Research. He is always welcome on the St. Peter's College campus. Dr. Lugansland.
Thank you for the kind introduction. I'm so pleased to be here today. I first of all want to offer congratulations on opening this new facility and bring greetings from Bob Barker, my predecessor who was instrumental in this, Dr. Brendan Godfrey, the former director who brought the great big check a few years ago, which is always exciting, and also the current director, Tom Russell, who sends his apologies about not being able to be here today. But we're all so excited about this new facility and the great opportunities that it's going to bring and the wonderful research, both in terms of the research and the people that we're going to get out of it in joining the Air Force. I wear two hats today. I'm a program manager, as you heard. However, I'm also a plasma physicist, or as I like to say, I'm a card-carrying plasma geek. And there are lots of plasma geeks here today, and we're all excited to be here because of the wonderful things that microplasmas can do. There's interesting national defense applications, as you heard, high-speed engines, purification of water, novel sensors for national security, and we just can't wait to see the great things that are going to come out of you guys. And the driving thing here for me is not only the students and the research, but the sense of discovery to serve society, that we're working here to provide things to make our country better, to make the world safer. That's where the Air Force hat comes on again, and it's that sense of discovery in the service of society that brings us all together here today. Discovery is deep in the DNA of the Air Force. Our first Chief of Staff, General Hap Arnold, was noted as saying, preeminence in the air starts with discovery in the laboratories. And I can't wait to see what's going to come out of you guys as we go forward. So congratulations again. Thank you for the invitation.
We will now hear greetings from our government officials. To begin, we will hear from our nation's first and only Hispanic senator. A former school board member, mayor of Union City, and state legislator, our guest ultimately became the third highest ranking Democrat in the United States House of Representatives. We welcome back our alumnus and advocate in Washington, D.C., the Honorable United States Senator Robert Menendez.
Let me say congratulations first and foremost on the opening of an extraordinary facility. I'm proud to return to my alma mater for such an occasion, and it is because of the education that I received here that I can actually tell you what it is that we are doing today. For those who in the press still might be wondering what we're celebrating, let me just say that microplasmas are gas discharges of small dimensions ranging from micrometers to millimeters, and they can be operated, as you've heard, at atmospheric pressure, and as a result they're used in various medical and industrial applications, including sterilization, medical treatment of human skin, surface activation, nanomaterial synthesis, thin film coating, and you've also heard that they hold a tremendous power to do everything from water purification to medical research, energy efficiency, and even display screens for televisions and other electronic devices. The center is going to be at the cutting edge of innovative, pioneering technology and the vast, unimaginable promise it holds for challenging and changing the way we live and building another great American century. That's why it is a designated center of excellence and the National Laboratory for Advanced Research in Microplasma. It will be another element of something that I have been pursuing since I was in the House of Representatives, before representing this congressional district and as a United States Senator, which is something that I call the Liberty Corridor. The Liberty Corridor, stretching from the Statue of Liberty and going to different parts of our state, is to create a corridor where we use transportation monies, a designation that I achieved in the last federal highway bill and seek to enhance when we move to a new one, to create a corridor where people in our country and throughout the world could come because we can go from idea to marketplace and do everything in between. What does that mean? It means that a person who has, or a company that has the idea for the next great iPod, iPhone, whatever you might think of, would be able to come to the corridor, do the research and development in great institutions like St. Peter's College and others that we have throughout the state, do the design at entities like NJIT or Stevens Institute of Technology, be able to do the manufacturing through high-tech manufacturing of brownfields that have been converted to green fields, green economically, green environmentally, green in the context of being able to produce high-tech manufacturing that will create new jobs that will be able to help us continue to lead, and then ultimately export their product through a world-class seaport, the megaport of the East Coast, which is the megaport of Newark and Elizabeth, now expanded into Bayonne, and be able to export their product domestically or internationally through such a port. It is bringing all of the synergies of a great state with a whole host of tremendous institutions like St. Peter's College to be able to achieve the one place in the country where you can do all of those things. You can do any element of those things in different parts of the country, but to come to one location that creates the opportunity for all of that synergy to take place and add value is going to be here in New Jersey, as it already is developing. With $2 million in the defense budget and $10 million of non-federal funding, St. Peter's will stand at the center of this unique national mission. Not long ago, some might have said it was a mission impossible, but collectively, we made it happen. All of us in this room working together, looking forward, thinking differently, and thinking ahead to the possibilities that microplasma research holds. That, to me, is the personification of the American spirit. That's what this nation has been built on. It is the pioneering spirit that made New Jersey the center of scientific innovation in the last century, and will place it in the center of scientific innovation once again. So whether you think of the names of Thomas Edison, who invented the incandescent light bulb here in New Jersey in a laboratory and lit the world, to Albert Einstein, who discovered the law of photoelectric effect not far from here in Princeton, we will one day add the name, perhaps, of someone in this room who will discover something we cannot even imagine today that will change the world. The investment that the federal government and St. Peter's College has made in the Center for Microplasma Science and Technology is an investment in the future. When people wonder if this will be another great American century, I believe they need only to come here to St. Peter's College, to this new facility, see what the century holds and where scientific leaders are. They're here, they're sitting in this room, and I'm proud to be among them. I'll amend the doctor's suggestion to being a geek to being an honorary geek, and to have been part in making this day a reality. Thank you very much for having me with you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Senator Menendez. Next, we bring forward our representative for the 9th Congressional District of New Jersey, serving our Englewood Cliffs campus and sections of Jersey City. The former mayor of Englewood and Bergen County surrogate court judge, he currently sits on the Defense, State, and Foreign Operations and Homeland Security subcommittees of the Appropriations Committee. He is also a member of the House Appropriations Committee and the House Science and Technology Committee's subcommittees on Space and Aeronautics and Investigations and Oversight. We welcome our great supporter, Congressman Steve Rothman.
Thank you very much, Reverend clergy, distinguished fellow elected officials, especially my dear brother, Senator Bob Menendez, who welcomed the former mayor of Englewood and Bergen County surrogate judge to Hudson County 14 years ago as his colleague, and elevated me as one of the leaders of the House of Representatives to serve on the House Appropriations Committee. He was always thinking very far ahead. But as has been said, the work here will provide great benefits to our defense, our national defense, whether it is in treating battlefield wounds, whether it is in providing better engines, faster, that consume less fuel, that can do better things than anybody else, so that we can always be at the forefront of military technology in order to defend ourselves and protect our people. That's critical. And of course, all of the civilian applications, which will flow from that and which will be pursued independently. So I'm just so delighted to have been a part of this great team of federal legislators I guess over the years, it's been over $3.4 million we've been able to bring to you just since, I think, 2004. There's actually more in the pipeline, which we'll hope will pass in the coming weeks. We're committed to you, and as someone who was born in Englewood and raised in a little city, I can tell you I'm nothing short of filled with joy at the sight of young people from every corner of this great city, from every background, rich and poor, but taking their place as the leaders in our academic world, in our business world, and in our government. That's where you belong. You will earn your place, without doubt, and the highest levels of each of those areas. And I'm just proud as can be to have, along with my colleagues, played a small role in that, to allow you to help the United States of America continue to be the strongest, best nation on the face of the earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Rothman. Now we welcome our representative for the 13th Congressional District of New Jersey, serving several parts of our great city. He formerly served as mayor of West New York and Speaker of the New Jersey State Assembly. Our guest developed the STARS 1 and STARS 2 programs, which offer full county and state college tuition scholarship to thousands of students. In addition, he increased funding for public education by $760 million and helped fund numerous after-school programs. He currently serves on the Foreign Affairs and Transportation and Infrastructure Committees. From our St. Peter's College class of 1974, an illustrious member of our Athletics Hall of Fame, Congressman Sires.
It's a true pleasure to be here, and to be here at St. Peter's College. As I get older, I certainly appreciate more and more the education that I received at St. Peter's College. I'll always be grateful for the opportunities they gave me in this institution. We are all very proud of the job that Senator Menendez has done, and in how well he has represented St. Peter's College, where he's at the level that he's at. And of course, my colleague, Steve Rothman. This step for St. Peter's, the recognition, the students, what it's going to do for the college, I'm just happy to be a part of it and having had a little bit to do with it. You all should be very proud of the step. When you came to see me 2 years ago, he explained to me what he wanted to do. So, well, I couldn't figure out what he wanted to do, but it sounded great. And now I know how good it is. And, but the effort, nevertheless, was not less. It was more because of this institution and what it represents to the people of this county, of this state, and of this country. So I'm happy to have had the opportunity to be a part of it. I thank my colleagues for having worked with all of us together to make sure that St. Peter's received this. And like the appropriator said, hopefully there'll be more money down the line. I'll knock on wood too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Congressman Sires. Next, we will hear from a lifelong resident of Jersey City and our city's leader. His public service career is impressive, formerly serving as a private practice attorney, assistant prosecutor for the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office, city councilman at large, and chief judge in the Jersey City Municipal Court. His relentless efforts include reducing crime, making our streets safer, bringing jobs to the community, and improving the quality of our lives. Please welcome the college's valued friend, Mayor Jeremiah Healy.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here in New Jersey's only Jesuit institution, university. And although I didn't go here, Albio, I played basketball downstairs many times in the gym. And our daughter was a graduate of St. Peter's College, 99, 2000, and was in fact captain of the track team down here at St. Peter's College. So we're very proud of St. Peter's College, what they have done 2 federal representatives were produced out of this university, and they, and along with Congressman Rothman, were very important, obviously, in getting this federal attention to get this program here and get this grant going. And this new addition can only add to the tremendous track record that has been built up over the decade after decade after decade by this great institution. And as a citizen here in Jersey City and as an elected official, I'm very proud to have this kind of institution right here on Kennedy Boulevard in Jersey City. So keep up the great work. We're very proud of what this college has done over the years, and anything we can do to assist and enhance the efforts that have gone on in educating our so many graduates here at St. Peter's College, we stand ready, willing, and hopefully able to do. So God bless you. We're proud of you. Keep up the good work. And Senator Menendez is going to explain to me again what this Microplasma stuff is all about. But we're very proud. Thank you. God bless.
Dr. Velda Goldberg, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences and School of Business Administration, will introduce the center staff.
Good morning, everyone. The center directors and staff are a very talented group of people whose expertise spans many areas. In the past, they have been session chairs of international plasma conferences, patent holders, former members of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, research scientists at companies such as IBM, Allegheny Ludlam Steels, U.S. Steel, Aramco Steel, and a number of new high-tech startups. They are also current active partners with multinational corporations such as Degramont Technologies Ozonia. And this group is rapidly fulfilling the mission of the center and advancing microplasma research with their newest journal article entitled Electrical and Optical Emission Measurements of a Capillary Dielectric Barrier Discharge. So now it is my great pleasure to introduce the members of the Center for Microplasma Science and Technology at St. Peter's College. First, Dr. Jose Lopez is the director of the center and principal investigator. I am also extremely proud to report that he is an alumnus of St. Peter's College. Dr. Lopez is an assistant professor of physics in the Department of Applied Science and Technology with a PhD degree from Stevens Institute of Technology. Dr. Wei-Dong Zhu is director of research and co-principal investigator. Dr. Zhu is also an assistant professor of physics with a PhD in physics from Stevens Institute of Technology. The co-directors of the center are fortunate to have the expertise and assistance of 3 senior research scientists. Dr. Alfred Freilich, a physicist with a PhD degree from Stevens Institute of Technology, Dr. Valencia Johnson, a materials scientist with a PhD degree from Rutgers University, and Dr. Jenny Mahoney, a physicist with a PhD degree from Stevens Institute of Technology. The head of technology initiatives at the center is Dr. Laszlo Laszki, with a PhD degree in electrical engineering from Texas A&M University. In the very important role of Director of Educational Research, or Outreach, we have Father Daniel O'Brien, S.J., who has spent more than 15 years teaching science, primarily physics, at the secondary level. Finally, I would like to introduce 2 people who support the center behind the scenes in untold ways. That is Dr. Leonard Ciora, Chair of the Department of Applied Science and Technology, and Dr. William Gutsch, our distinguished professor in the College of Arts and Sciences and an alumnus of St. Peter's College. Congratulations to you all.